Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire, having some Halloween fun. I thought I would share some of the progress that I'm making, and also I think I did a little disservice to this ruler right here, and I wanted to show you my favorite way that I like to use this. And let's get started. What I like to do with this ruler is when I'm doing my jelly, I use this a lot with my jelly prints. And the reason why I like this ruler is because I want to trim off these pieces. Now I can go on my paper cutter and I can do that, but I really like the more rougher edge than what the paper cutter gives me. And out of all the rulers, this is my favorite one to use because I can simply move this stuff out of my way here. Let me show you. I want to get a good, let me get a backdrop, a better backdrop so you can see. I don't want any other grids competing with what I'm trying to show you. Is that better? I think that might be better. Yes, 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 yes. And what I like to do is I'm going to use my paper's straight edge, already cut the way I received it. I'm going to use that as my guide, along with the guides on my ruler here. As you can see on this Tim Holtz ruler, it slants down right there, and that's the part that I want to tear against. What I do is I find it with all these little lines on my ruler, which, let me see. Maybe this is where I would like scoot you down, scoot you over so we can see here. Somebody please remind me to unscoot you. I wish that was a possibility. Anyhow, back at it. What I do is I use my paper line. I find in my ruler where my paint line is. Where do I want to tear it? Sometimes, like you can see how this one right here, how it goes this way, I might have a little bit of white space. Ink and paint are my friends there, and so is tearing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find my paint edge that I feel comfortable with on my ruler. After I find that, then I look over on this side to find the line that works the best for me to line up to the edge of my paper. And then I simply put it on that edge. I look back over here to see where I'm at. I can see right now that I have quite a bit of paint that I can still use. I'm going to try and scooch it one more time to one more line to see where that leaves me. So now I'm at that thick, fat black line, which is nice. I'm going to have a little bit of white space I can see underneath my ruler right here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it yet, but if I scooch you, well, I'm going to lose my spot here, but that's all right. That's all right. This is what it's all about. It's all about sharing. So there we go. I think you can see what I'm talking about. I hope you can see what I'm talking about. Can we get closer? I don't know. Let me see. There, look at my crazy spider hand. Okay, or octopus hand. I can feel like it's just going crazy. Anyways, back out here, black, my thick black line, right above the 3 is what I was able to line up on the edge of my paper right here, making sure that as I can see through my ruler, that I have my paint is still within my tearing area. So I'm going to hold it down and rip. Boom. Boom da boom. And I didn't have any white paint left over. I actually could have moved it over a tiny bit more, but then if I did, I would be, let's see. If I moved it over a little bit more, I would probably have, well, it looks like I probably still could have had some paint. I would have had a little bit of white at the very tip here. All right, I need to unscoot you because I'm not showing you anything. It looks like I could have moved my ruler a little bit more, but I didn't. And I don't mind a tiny bit of that white edge, but I just wanted to show you how I like to use this Tim Holtz ruler. This is absolutely my favorite way to use this ruler. I very rarely will use a different ruler for this purpose. Once I have them cut or ripped the way I want them, then it doesn't really matter to me what ruler I use because I don't have that straight paper edge that I'm using for this. I'm going to do another tear here. I'm looking at my paint line there on this side, and then I'm going to look at my line to follow, and my line to follow on my ruler with the straight edge of that paper, and then tear. And now I have this piece here. Let's see how we fared. Oops. We have it. Let me put it on my little grid here. I don't know if I'm all the way in the camera here. Let me see. Let me show you. Whoops. Let me just bounce you around. So I'm going to come down to my, you can see where I have, I think you can see that white line. Nope, you still can't. Sorry. There we go. So if I have my paper all the way down, you can see there's a little bit of a tear there, which that's fine. I always tear my paper. And then I have it lined out with, also with this side here. So look at, pretty nice, huh? Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. So I just wanted to show you that real quick on how I like to tear my paper. And I will be right back once I tear a few more. And I'm back. So 40 pages later, that's how many I did. 40 pages all together that I did the jelly plate print with, and I got them all torn down, and here's all the sides, which I would never use these for anything, so into the garbage they're gonna have to go. So I'm just gonna set them aside for now and focus on my beautiful papers. And now on to trimming up some skulls. Be right back. So many heads. I just love it. Okay, so I wanted to show you. My plates are, what are they, like 8x8 size or something like that. What I did is I did a rough cut around my face. So I cut this piece out here first, pulled that off, and then I cut down this side here, and then I just popped that, or I cut this piece off, and then I cut down this side to get a rough cut. And then after that, I had saved these because I can run these through my Big Shot or use a punch depending if I want to. I don't even have to use them for this year. I can save them for next year, but I will not be throwing those out. After I cut this down, or cut it out, then I cut it down to this size right here and just went around the edges. Now, I'm going to tell you, these scissors, I bought these at a thrift store a long time ago. I don't know what the brand is. They're lightweight. I have these ones from Stampin' Up. You know those ones that you would buy to cut your stamps? They're heavy. They're like tight. They've always been that way. I mean, maybe they need some oil. But look at, the tip is not sharp. I mean, there's no tip. There is no tip. See, there's a tip on this one. I like that. So I do like these scissors much, much better. I also have these ones from Stampin' Up. Now they have the tip, so I guess this is how you do it, right? If you want the tip, you buy these scissors, and if you just want the strength, you buy these scissors. Well, here's what I have to say about that. And I've had these scissors for years. They're still really good, and I still use them. I use these for fussy cutting on thinner paper. These ones right here, I have the strength and I have the tip. It's pretty easy. Now, I have cut out so many of these that my thumb is trying to go numb on me. And I wanted a little bit of an edge, so this is, whoops, all I did. It was much easier to cut around this after I, cut it out of the plate. Cutting it out of the plate was not really that easy. It was easy, but not easy with my hand situation, but I powered through it. I need 50 of these guys, and so I just went around just like so. So it probably took me a good couple hours to cut them, between cutting them all out and then cutting them out like this. It took me, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours for the big guys, and that's only 50 of them. I also have to cut 50 or 100 of the little ones out, and so I did cut those also right here. They're only, this is the rough cut. The rough cut leaves me with my, oops, with my paper plate like this. And I'm saving it because, I mean, I feel like these can all be used somewhere. And then the same thing I do with these. I just go around the, I usually try to start on one end of a nice, easy, rounded area of the skull. And then I just go just around it like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just like a little bit of that white edge. His head's already dark, and I will probably ink this anyways. but I like having that little bit of brightness around the head, at least for now. When it's all put together, who knows what I'll prefer, but I doubt I'll go cut it again. And there we go. So many skeleton heads. Oh my gosh. So, update, I can't find any more of these plates. My daughter-in-law, Ashley's going to look at Walmart because that's where I bought these. Last year or the year before, I don't even remember. I think it was, I don't remember. Anyways, she's gonna see if they have anything or similar like this at Walmart. I checked at my Walmart and they do not. If she does not find them, I do have more of this size plate where you get 4 of these little skulls. I will just finish cutting those out. Right now I have 100 of them cut out. I will cut out another pack of plates, and then I'll just make a different type of tag. So I'll just use them and I'll make like a little, maybe I'll put like a little totem pole with like skulls, you know, and I'll use the threads and the yarns. I might just do that anyways. It just sounds fun, doesn't it? I decided I'm not going to do hangy thingies because I have the dangle. I mean the dangle. It is a dangle. It's a tassel. It's a tassel. I already have that, and that hangs, and then I have a little wooden piece that's painted, and that hangs, and they come apart, so they already have 2 hangers. I wanted to make this into a tag, and I like it so they can also use it as a bookmark if they want to. So I'm going to be backing them, and I need to incorporate my jelly prints into that as well. I haven't fully figured out what I'm going to do because I never really have a complete laid out plan. I have ideas. I have lots of ideas that flow through my brain, and then what I do is I just kind of walk around with stuff in my hands, and at home I'll just walk around and I'll just look at stuff and that I have available and just kind of let my mind go blank in a way. I don't know how to describe this, but I just kind of have to just watch and walk and just let myself be guided to move. And then things hit and I'm like, oh, I'll see something, and then I'll see something else, and I'm like, can they go together? In my mind, they're like, oh, that goes together. I think that might work. And then I just start grabbing stuff, and then as I'm doing that, it just evolves, and that's where I start getting real excited. I think that's what you see is some of that in the videos, but that's what's happening to me. It's like something is coming in me and taking over, something fun and great and creative. And I know it's part of me. I'm giving into it, and I really love that feeling. I'm really happy to know that my friends here are loving to watch that and can feel the excitement, because it really truly is exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and start figuring out some more things. I've got so many more videos to make, and I also just wanted to say thank you to all my friends here, my Halloween lovers and my non-Halloween lovers, for just letting me enjoy this process and do all these videos on this channel, because in all honesty, I am all consumed with this at the moment. It's taking up every moment. So if I'm gonna have videos right now, they're going to be geared around here. But I promise I will get back to normal life, normal life stuff. Anyways, thanks my friends. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy all your moments. Bye.